Okay, so this is video 1 of my Adulteen series, telling you guys that are adults but still have a teenage mindset, or still learning how to actually become an adult and, you know, operate as one, which I feel like that's a lot of us, if not majority of us 21, 22, 23-year-olds, because you're there but you're not quite there. I don't know if anybody else, but I know for me it's a little different. So yes, you should be making appointments for yourself if you are an adult. If you are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you should be making appointments for yourself. You should have a primary care doctor. If you're a woman, you should have an OBGYN. I have an OB, which she's like my gynecologist, and because I'm not pregnant, you know, or if you know, you know. But if you don't know, then that's why I'm making this video. So if you're a woman, you should be going to the gynecologist. If you're 21 or 21 plus, you must have went to the doctor, the gyno, or whoever, for your general wellness overall checkup and gotten your pap smear. At 22 years old, just got my pap smear for the first time last month. And when I tell you, I was on that table ready to tap out, and I was just like tensed up, but you can't tense up, you have to just like, so I was just like, oh my gosh, please be done. It is definitely uncomfortable, but you also know what's uncomfortable and what can ruin your life: cervical cancer. So we don't want that. We don't want them problems. So think long term, okay? Think long term. So yes, if you are 21 plus, please go to the doctor. Please make sure that you're keeping up to date with your shots. At least go to the doctor, your primary care, 1 to 2 times a year, or whenever you see fit. Whenever you are having any issues that you deem, you know, serious, then you need to speak to your primary care doctor. Dermatologist, I go to the dermy. I go like once a year. I went last year. I do have an appointment coming up just because I deal with skin conditions like eczema, HS, all that fun stuff. Not really fun, but it's whatever. So I go to the dermy like 1 to 2 times a year, just depends. But if you know that you're an adult and you have skin issues, skin problems, anything of the sort, feeling depressed about it, go to derm. Go. Stop listening to all these skin so-called gurus on the internet. Go to a dermatologist. Go to a professional, okay? Stop listening to people on the internet. Go. Another thing, dentist appointments. A dentist, okay? I love the dentist. I love my teeth. I love my teeth, the health of my teeth. I do not play when it comes to that. I'm at the dentist for my cleanings every 5 to 6 months, like clockwork. I have an appointment coming up this upcoming month. Make the appointments. You need to be at the dentist at least 1 to 2 times a year. And be honest, that's another thing. Please be honest with your primary care doctor, your gynecologist, your dermatologist. Be honest with all of your doctors about what you're doing at home to your skin, what you're ingesting, what you're doing. Just be honest. You know, nothing is ever too embarrassing, because when I tell you they've seen it all, they've seen it all. So there's no point in lying, because when I tell you, you don't want to lie about something and overstep something, and it leads to not so good consequences. So you just never know. You need to make sure that you are just primary care doctor 1 to 2 times a year, dentist 1 to 2 times a year, every 6 months. Okay, just every 6 months. Just break it up like that. Every 6 months. You need to be at your gyno. Anytime you feel irritation, anytime that you have questions about anything concerning any lesions, anything of the sort down there, you need to go. Smells changing, different things that are changing, you need to go. Also, for the women, for the ladies, please, you need to be tracking your period. I use Flow. I know with a lot of things happening like last year, with a lot of, you know, stuff regarding reproductive rights and everything, people are a little bit weary, but I use Flow. But me personally, as a woman with PCOS, it is very important for me to track my cycles, track my periods. I have to, like clockwork. I just have to. I'm not active, but still, it's very important. It's very important. You need to make appointments for yourself. I know it can be scary having to speak up for yourself and having to, but You have to do it. It was scary for me, but one thing that really helped is my mom would have me, even when she would go, when I was like in my teens, when she would take me, she would have me talk to my doctor and tell her, like, girl, you tell her what's wrong. And then after a while, I was like, okay, you got to start calling and you got to schedule your appointments if something is wrong. So like at 18, I was scheduling my appointments. Anything that I had questions on, I was asking her. Anything that I was, when I tell you my family, they call me, I'm the hypochondriac of my family. Anything is wrong. I feel any little thing. I got questions. I'm booked. I am booking a doctor's appointment, okay? I'm booking one. I don't care. Call me a hypochondriac, but I'm going to be a hypochondriac that knows what's going on with me and be taking what I need to take to make sure that I don't get got, okay? I don't think I have anything more to say besides, if you are an adult, please get counterproductive. Not counterproductive. Get productive. Speak up for yourself. Make those appointments that you know that you need to make. Period, point blank. You should be making appointments for yourself as an adult, okay? That is all that I have for you today. And this was the first episode of our Adulteen Series. This Adulteen Series basically is just me, like I said. If you did not watch my last video, it was basically me yapping, basically me saying, this Adulteen Series is just my series that I created, and it's just me going from being and having the mindset of a teen to a full-on adult, just because, you know, when you're in that 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 maybe age range, your frontal lobe is not fully developed yet, and I feel like at heart and at mindset, you're still kind of, you are developing and learning what you like, what you don't like, what you should be doing, and just evolving. And I just feel like a lot of people in this weird age range don't really know a lot of things that they should, because either their parents didn't know to tell them, or some people just would rather not know, but some people just truly don't know. And so that's why I made this series, just to go ahead and help, because I know a lot of people may not know the things that I feel like people our age or grown people becoming grown should know. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I'm very nervous to be on camera, kind of camera shy, but I hope, voice crack, I hope that what I was saying was very well received. And if you know that you need to, after this video, get off of here, go book yourself an appointment ASAP.